Hello lovely people, good morning from Toronto. This is Siddiq welcoming you for another exciting videos. And yes, this is going to be really exciting because many of you who all are taking IELTS preparation, no matter whether it's for a study, whether it's for immigration, but IELTS is really a great challenge to overcome. That I know for sure. I'm not gonna give you any IELTS tips like how do you score 9 in reading, how do you score 9 in speaking. No, that's not the video is about. But this is gonna be a real, I'm not saying motivational, but I'm gonna say, well, you'll be started with thinking out of the box. Probably you will come out of the conventional way of your thinking. So I am gonna start this video with a why, then I will go and how. Why you are taking IELTS preparation? Did you ever ask yourself what you really want? Is it the higher study in abroad, or you wanna come as a permanent resident to a developed country like maybe Canada, Australia, New Zealand, or US, or what is your way? Like you wanna come as a student, then you want to get settled in that country, whatever the reason is. Have you ever asked all this question to yourself? If you have not, I would say better you ask, because if your intention, if your objective is not clear to you, for sure the path will be very difficult to overcome. Because when you'll be walking through the path, in the midway of your path, you will be asking yourself, where am I going and why am I going? I would say ask yourself what is the real objective behind this IELTS preparation. It's a very common excuse of having problem with time management. No matter whether you are a student, no matter whether you are a working professional, no matter whatever you are, maybe a businessman, whatever you are. So the excuse comes very easily and very often, oh, you know what, I'm very busy. I don't have that much time to get my IELTS done. See, do you know why this excuse is coming so easily? Because you didn't ask yourself those questions that I just asked you. You were not clear about your objective. That's why the excuses are coming very easily. Anyway, I hope after this video your objective will be clear, because you will ask yourself hundreds of questions about the why. Now, about the time management. I understand the day has 24 hours and that is equally applicable for you, me and everyone else. Now, how to manage this time? I would say do not cut down your sleep hours, do not cut down your eating hours, do not cut down your family and office hours. Then what to cut down? So there are so many less priority tasks or jobs that we do in a day. Let's say watching movies, watching some sports, going maybe outside. So just go ahead with those, but maybe cut down sometimes, so that you can be sure of that you are utilizing your time mostly. So that's the only way of utilizing and managing the time, I would say. Apart from that, I would also request, please be very specific. For an example, I have seen in many Facebook groups related to IELTS obviously, people are asking, I am at the very beginner stage and I have got only 2 months. How do I take preparation? Now, my friend, think in this way. You are saying you are at the very beginner level. Now, is there any definition of beginner's stage? To me, though I am thinking I am beginner, but maybe to you, I am at the advanced level, or can be vice versa. So this is a completely vague status. Then you are saying, okay, I have 2 months. My friend, how do one knows that how much time you will be given out of these 2 months? Maybe you can give only 1 hour a day, maybe 6 hours a day. Nobody knows, right? So when you are asking any question or any suggestion to somebody else, please be very specific so that he can really help you. Try to be natural but confident. That is very important. Why I'm saying so? Most of us who all are watching this video right at this moment, for sure 99.99% of us are not a native speaker. That means we are not talking in English as our first language. So there is no point making or trying to make a fake accent which maybe looks like I'm trying to be American or I'm trying to be British. No, you don't need to be, because the examiner who will be taking your speaking section, they will figure out at the very right first second that you are not a native speaker. Okay, so you don't need to fake your accent. Just go ahead with your natural accent, whatever is coming out of your mouth naturally. Okay, but the main focus should be at least you try your level best to make the grammar correct, plus you should also speak logically with logical expressions for sure, right? But if you are too much worried or too much busy with faking the accents, trust me my friend, your logical expressions, your grammatical correctness will go away or will fade away. Okay, so do not ever think of that. It's very common that we will not be able to take the preparation by ourselves, so we'll be needing some help. Let's say we need to go to a coaching center, or we need to take some preparation, or we need to take some online tuitions. So no matter what you do or wherever you take the preparation from, I would say you must select a right tutor. Okay, you must select a right coaching center. Now, what do I mean by that? I would give you some tips to think about. Rest is your decision where you will go, where you will not. First thing, I will suggest whoever the teacher is, try to find a guy, a lady who is really down to the earth. Now, I know many of you will be asking me, come on, what is the relation between being down to the earth and teaching IELTS? Yes, there is relation for anything you learn from anyone, because if the teacher is not really down to the earth, he or she will just try to sell him or her to you. He will be just always busy in showing off, not to teach you, okay? Which is not your objective, which is not your intention. There might be so many elder sisters, so many elder brothers, or maybe your friends who all are teaching IELTS. Maybe I would say as a part-time, or maybe as a side income, or maybe anything else. But I would really suggest, please go to a professional one. Why I am saying so? Because this is humans' limitations. Let's say if I'm the teacher, you are receiving something from me. If I deliver 100, you'll be able to receive at best 70 to 80% of my speech, at best. Now, if I'm the teacher and delivering you only 70 to 80, then chances are very high you will be receiving only maybe 40 to 50 out of me. That means what? If the teacher is not a professional one, you are just wasting your time and money. I'm sorry to say, I'm not disrespecting anyone, whoever is teaching IELTS, but that's the truth, that's the reality. We cannot just deny it. No way. Professional teaching method also includes, but not limited to, according to me, they really should have a professional environment, a class environment, and their study materials also should be professional. I mean, maybe they have a book written by them, no matter how small that is, that can be even of 10 pages, but they should have something, some material, okay? If it is not, then probably you are not going to the right person. Now, regarding the teacher, I would say, try to pick someone from native English speaking countries. If it is not possible, whether it's from your own country or from any other country, at least try to pick a teacher who has scored minimum 8.5 in all the bands. If it is not, let's say if somehow he was or she was able to manage a 7 or 7.5, yes, I'm not disrespecting that he or she has got less knowledge, but probably might not be the best option for you, because you yourself already are trying to hit for maybe 7, 7.5 or even more. So if you're going with that teacher, remember I was talking about the receiving ratio, so probably that purpose will not be served. So please think 1,000 times before you pick your teacher. When you are going for a coaching center, yes, I'm talking about the physical coaching center. I would really request, please do not look for the price and comfortability only. Look for the quality and their goodwill. So what do I mean by the comfortability? Price, you understand, I know. So comfortability means most of the time we are very reluctant and we like to pick up a coaching center just nearby my house so that I have to travel less or I have to waste less time or less energy to go to that coaching center. But my friend, so if you're just looking for the comfortability, not the quality, chances are very high you will fail. Just let me give you an example. See, today's temperature is minus 13 degrees when I'm talking to you right now. So it's really hard for me to stand outside and talk to you. I could easily just sit in my house or in a closed room and I could produce the video. That would be so much comfortable, okay? But still I'm outside. Why? Because as per the YouTube trends, as per the YouTube gurus, they always focus on making the videos outside. That's why I'm here, because I want to get this video to be viewed as many times as possible, right? That's why I'm here. So I'm sacrificing my comfortability, looking for the quality. I hope those were enough for now. I've given you enough lectures, sorry for that. Though I didn't want to, but I was thinking why not to share something else which is not shared very often. Rather, people are always telling something, okay, how to get CLB level 9, how to get IELTS band 9, something like that. But I was thinking we really should start thinking from the root, from the very beginning, other than just directly jump into the module. So that is why I was just trying to prepare this video. Now, if any of you are really interested for Canada immigration or Canada study process, I would suggest please watch this particular video. I'm giving also the link in the description box so that you know whether it's really possible to come to Canada without IELTS or not, and if you want to come to Canada, what should be your required IELTS. That's it for the day, my friends. See you someday in Canada. Bye bye.